Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Aurogiri. So today's episode we're going to be talking about something that we've talked about in the past. We talked about this when it happened directly on PC, and I think the thumbnail was I was standing in the water on the moon, like that was that video. It was talking about recent PC changes. And basically what we're talking about here is the artisan point Druma method will be leaving. So hey Gamer Loco, you're always on point. You're like on YouTube 24/7, man. But so yeah, for those that don't remember that video or do remember, let's remind ourselves of that. So in that video we were talking about the recent Lancelot update on PC. Now for those that know the update lineup, you can tell me right off the bat that Lancelot is still a few updates away for us. It's not the next one, so we shouldn't really be worrying about you know, the loss of the point Druma artisans, you know, where you buy like skill card set like Roman numerals 3, 4, and 5, they're all worth 5 points, and you can trade them in for points towards buying artisans or smelting 30s. You know, the easy trade-in point farm is what I should have said, but artisans is much more triggering. It's really what we use it for, so it's much more, you know, it's much more what we use them for. It's very rarely we'll use them for smelting 30s, like 100 points. I'm glad you love my videos, Gamer. That's happy. It's happiness right there. So back to what I was saying. So Lancelot update. We're still not. Lancelot's not our next thing. Our next thing is, you know, next update could be at the end of this month, or it could be in 2 months. We don't really know. But if it's anything like last update, like the update we just had, it's going to happen right after the Encore ends, like July 7th or whatever they're saying. Like it's going to be bam. It's going to be like it could be right after. It could be August. We don't really know. But anyway, our next update is going to be, and this is based off JP's updates, because I'll watch JP at PS4's updates, and our next update should be, what's her name? It should be, it's going to be Ibis and Oda Nobunaga in the same unit. So Oda Nobunaga's coming, one of the greatest vanguards there is. She's amazing. Her accessory is going to replace all the accessories we have right now. Like, she is a must-have, at least 2 scrolls. Like, if you want accessories, you want to be really strong, you want Oda Nobunaga accessories. Oda Nobunaga's, based on what I can remember, they give you 20% attack. Whereas, like, Miyamoto's and Ibaraki's give 15%. So 20%. So it's 10% more attack if you have 2 of them. 10%. That's a whole weapon smelted to 100. Like, that's a fuck ton of attack. So 10% more attack, which is huge. And they give you, like, I think a little bit of cooldown, movement speed, 10 crit. You're not losing crit if you get them. Like, oh my god. And some flight element, bow affinity, and twin affinity, I want to say. Yeah, man, that is true. If any Vanguard, really, you want 3 scrolls to use them. Any Vanguard at 3 scrolls, in my opinion, is usable. 4 scrolls is great. 5 scrolls is amazing. And apparently she has buffs. So, you know, if you're really interested in Oda Nobunaga, 3 scrolls is what you want. Personally, I'm aiming for 2. I don't really need all the Vanguards in the world in my position. Like, I got Miyamoto, I got Sasuke, who's going to 150 eventually. I got Kirin, I got Azur, I got so much stuff that I'm not too worried about Oda. I know she's amazing, but I'm not too pressed for her. I really just want her accessories. So that's something to look forward to. And if you ever wanted Ibis, and last time Ibis was in a unit with 3 other Vanguards, if JP comes true, like if what they got is what we get, we're going to see Ibis and Oda Nobunaga in 1 unit, which isn't that bad for those people that didn't get Ibis, because when you roll it, you'll be getting 2 new things at the same time. It's not going to be like new Vanguard and old Vanguard, as it's been for the past couple weeks. Or updates, I should say. But as I was saying, so the loss of the easy artisans, like, that... This update for JP is when they got the recipe reduction. And as we might know, or some might know, some might not remember, the Lancelot update came with the recipe reduction. And the recipe reduction came with the loss of the easy artisan method. You couldn't trade in skill card sets. you know, 3, 4, and 5. So it's this whole little triangle of, okay, so the good stuff is everything in the game's getting better. Like, you know, everything's getting easier to make. So that update that people have been waiting for, I've been talking about it for months. It's coming. If you know, if that is the update we're going to get, I think it's literally is the next thing we can get. Because that's how it worked for JP. When they get recipe reduction, they should lose their artisans. Like, that's the trade-off. Like, everything gets easier, but artisans, you know, they're harder to get. So, and we're going to get, like, vanguards and stuff. So that should be the updates that are coming. So, recipe reduction, you know, positive, more vanguards, more cool stuff, ode accessories, all positives. And then negatives is easy artisans. So now, I say this now as a final warning. I don't know if it's actually going to happen next update. But if it doesn't, then great, it gives us more time. But I want us to act as if those options are going away. I don't know who's in the background just dancing, but they're just doing it. But like I was saying, treat this current update we're at as the time where the Point Druma Artisan method is going away. So now is the time where you just buy, like, if you're really pressed for artisans and you want to get some, like, get a $20 PSN and just throw it into the game for Druma points and buy some artisans if that's your priority. Like, if you're not the type who spins a lot and has a lot of disposable trade-in points and stuff, now's the time you just take your paid OC, like $20, $30, whatever, and buy some artisans. Because the math is every $3 you put into the game is 3 artisans with the method. Like buying the 3,000 point one skill card 3s, if you buy 10 of those, you get 3 artisans for $3. And normally, if you do the math for rolling the cat, right? So if you rolled for Venus or any Vanguard as of late, Ifrit, you know, you got all this extra stuff. Let's just say that every 3 skill cards, like a skill card set's usually what you trade it. So a skill card set, you know, it costs $4 to roll the Neon Koropon. It costs $4 to roll the Neon Koropon, and you get 3 skill cards. So it's 15 points for $4. However, with the Druma method, it is 50 points for $3. So it's like 250 times better than just trading in your stuff. Like if you just want to roll so you can have stuff to trade in, like that's going to be the future. That's all that's going to happen, is what you roll for is the only thing you can trade in for artisans, or you just get a shit ton of lucky boxes. Like that's going to be it. So yeah, so question off topic. Does the Abyss Gargoyle work like the others? Like he drops the recipe? Yeah. He drops the recipes and he drops the weapons. You identify them, you get a random weapon, and you go from there. It's a lot like Mephistopheles and Gargoyles, where he does drop the recipes. The recipes can drop, and they can also be in rewards. Yeah, and he drops weapons. Weapons can be in rewards, and you just identify them, and you go from there. Now that we have the warding for it, it's not that bad, to tell you the truth. But yeah, like, this is gonna be like the last time to get some free artisans. Like if you don't have like 1 billion trade-in points, you haven't spent like $1,000 in this game's gonna get a lot harder. If you were used to this method before, a lot of free-to-plays used it. It was a great method. You know, assuming this leaves, all we're really gonna have in here are... Wait, oh, this is gift exchange. I wanted to buy something. Like, are these things here? So, one of these swords that can only be used up to level 30 they are really good, yeah. But one of these swords costs 20,000 points for one. You know, if I go here and buy skill cards, I can buy 8 of them. No, I can't. I can buy like 6, I think. But your limit is, wow, I keep messing it up, holy shit. Okay. So, like, let's just put this in perspective here. So, for 1,800 points, I can buy 6. If you wanted to buy 10, it is, 30,000 points. So if you buy 10 of these, it's 30,000 points, and you go want to buy some artisans. To buy one artisan that can be used up to 60, it costs you 50,000 points. That's like 5 real world dollars if you didn't raise up that many points, and that's a whole week's worth of points for one artisan that can be used up to 60. Like these are the biggest trap ever, and they're all that's going to be left is $2 an artisan, whereas right now it's $3 for 3 and it's a real artisan. Like, that's some crooked math. So, and that's what's going to stop, is this method to get artisans is going to go away, and this is all that's going to be left. This and lucky boxes, that's it, and trading in your stuff from your rolls. Now, that is an argument too. You can use metals to get artisans. Now, I've heard of that. I don't condone it, because I would use metals to make a fused or your Tempest recipe if you don't get it. You know, I would sooner use metals for that. Some people do use metals for artisans, and it can be justifiable, like, but in my opinion, you'd have to have everything before you do it. Like, if I had all my fuse mags, all my tempests, and all that jazz, I have every mag I need, then yeah, I'd start using my metals towards artisans. That's completely another option, but I would not do that. So I'm gonna buy these skill cards right now anyway, because why not? But that is an interesting point to bring up, and I'm glad we did. That'd be cool if you could use metals for the fused recipe. That would legit be cool. But at least but that's the trade-off. Like, they let you just make the thing, and then it's like you can't make the fuse or the Tempest with metals, but you can get the recipe. So it's this back and forth exchange. Like, you don't, yeah, I guess. So if I talk to Yoshitsune here, I never do this, but apparently you can make artisans with metals. Like, how many artisans could I make right now? Oh wait, it's these ones? Is it these artisans you can make? Or is it not the real artisan swords? I can't, I thought it was a legit artisan. What? Oh, it's garbage art. Oh, I thought it was real artisans. Oh, these ain't worth a piece of shit. Oh my god, 150 metals? 10 artisans is a 105. Fuck that. Oh my god. These aren't even real artisans. I thought they're the real ones. Oh my god. That's gross. That's really gross. And they're unexchangeable. Up to level 30? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I mean, I guess, but I wouldn't be caught dead using my metals on this. These are worth more than a whole day's Palace Rain. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's horrible. I'm leaving. So I will go trade in my cards I just bought, I guess. In case people don't know what I'm talking about, I will show it again. So the cards I bought, you go to point exchange, scroll down, they're pretty low on the list. Skill cards, how low do they go? Yeah, they go pretty low down to your extraction tickets. These things here, you know, you buy them, point exchange, there's 30 points, pretty simple. And the points add up, that's like half of like an artisan. Like, yeah, so that's coming. So next update, like I was saying, if everything is, you know, parallel to JP PS4, recipe reduction should be coming, Oda Nobunaga and Ibis, and the easy artisan method is going away. You need to complain to Cyberset about your fuse recipe? I mean, all sword, I mean your twin, but maybe you'll get a free pineapple? Nah. I'm totally going back to make this jump, and if I can't make it, I'm gonna cry. Yes. So Oda accessories. No more Artisans. Now, I'm not 100% sure if JP PS4 lost the easy artisan method. All I really know is that they got recipe reduction a lot sooner than English PC, because English PC didn't know it was coming, that they were losing artisans and stuff. They didn't know anything. So it took them by surprise. And usually they're on top of things, so it's very rare that something takes them by surprise. And I guess they're just doing what they do to us, what they do with JP PS4, where they just give us updates and stuff early, like what they did with Blitz, Tiamat, Logos. They just shove everything into us early. It's also why Ibis and Kintoki didn't work. But now Ibis and Kintoki do work. They're here forever, in case people question about that. Ibis and Kintoki work. I'm almost halfway done a Fusion Bear. Haven't really boosted for it, but just letting you guys know that does work. But yeah, so JP PS4 got recipe reduction a lot sooner than English PC. Like, I think JP PS4 is at the horse mounts right now, which come after Lancelot, but they got it before Lancelot. They got it a good 1 or 2 updates beforehand. So that's pretty interesting. So I thought we were going to get recipe reduction now, but I guess we didn't. So what I'm thinking is we'll get recipe reduction soon. Yeah, we did get Rapid Storm nerf really early, but it's been here for so long you can't even acknowledge it anymore. Like Moon King and all that stuff. What is being taken away from Fused? Oh, okay. Well, that's a good I mean, we could talk about that. Sure. I mean, this is a whole like talking video. I like it. So, with recipe reductions, what gets taken away with Fuse? As we know, like 105s get easier. They take away a lot of the mags, like sword. Like usually, it's just gonna be your War Bazooka dual mag, your like all you're gonna want for a 105 is gonna be like the Ronin, the Hunter, the Log, and then you're going to need like the second last mag on the list. Like for Spear, it's Sagittarius. For Axe, it's Watatsumi. They take away Himorogi. Like Bow, it's just Watermelon. Twin, it's just Kirin. Sword, it's Amara. Odachi, it's one of those things that are still easy to get. So 105s get a lot easier. For Fuse, they're going to take away the 110 mags, so Cero, Cygnus, White Sand, those sorts of things. And then they're going to take away 2 of the rewards that you need. So they're going to take away, for some classes, like for Spear gets it the worst. Like it doesn't help Spear at all. Like Spear, they take away Elixir and Globe. Guess what? All my mags drop in Kaguya's home, aka Cygnus and Wild Goose. So it means I'm running Kaguya's home anyway. And they take away the Elixir, and that's where you get your damn seals. So Elixirs drop like candy in Oni mode too. So it doesn't really help. So for Spear, you're still going to need Wandering Spirit, Moondew, and Blueprints. And, you know, some classes it's like that. I think Wand is like that too. But for classes like Bow gets it really nice. Bow Fuse, they take out Wandering Spirit and Moondew. Like, wow. And their mags drop with Globe. Like, it's like the better deal of the Spear. Bow gets it really good. They take away the 2 hardest ones, and all you're left with is like Blueprint Farm. You do Palace for those other things, and then you get that too. They take away Spirit, Wandering Spirit, or Lunar Spirit Seal. I mean, every time you go for a Wandering Spirit, you might get your recipe, so that's not too bad. But it is nice. I'm happy they took away Cygnus, because I'll tell you guys right now, I've legit tried to get a Cygnus for the, like, I have like 3-4 seals on me right now, and I can't get a Cygnus. Like, I have 1 Cygnus in my inventory. And I'm like, well, I'm going to use login for like 2 days, and then I'm going to use 100% boost to try and get a Cygnus. Like, it should be easy. And I've been running like Kaguya's home. Like, me and Evo ran it for like hours. And I could not get a Cygnus. I got like 5 Wild Gooses, and I got like 5 Wild Goose, and I got like 2 Hisakatas, and 6 globes. 6! And as I'm counting, the 6 globes was me putting up my middle finger. It was like this, this, and this. Oh, I got 6 globes, which I might not even need a month from now, to try and get a Cygnus, which I also might not need a month from now. And oh my god, like it's gonna make things easier, but it's very, on the scale of fuse that you still need a seal, it's very minuscule in how easier fuse become. The only way that fuse get easier, really, is that 105s get easier. And if 105s get easier, fuse get easier. And if fuse get easier, Tempest get easier. And Tempests are here, and I don't know if I've ever talked to people about their Tempest. Like, we were farming it last night, don't know if you guys saw the stream or not. But we saw a couple Tempest recipes drop. To my knowledge, only Narao has actually gotten their Tempest recipe first drop. He got his Axe or Retsu Tempest right away. And I'm glad to hear that you're loving the game, Elohim. I've yet to get a Tempest recipe, but Eva said, watch, the first one I'm going to get is Spear, and she got it. Yeah, Dancing Water loses Elixir and Globe, yeah. Like, half of them lose Elixir and Globe, and half of them lose Wandering Spirit and the other thing. But one thing that still stays the same is you're going to keep, like, Nubatama Hisakata, Akatsuki Yami, like, and Neoteru, they're all going to stay in the recipe. None of them loses one or the other. I wish they really did. I wish they did. Like, I wish we lost the second one, and I could just farm Nubatamas for the rest of my life. But I can't. I mean, I have to. Actually, every mag I need for Tempest needs Nubatama, so I'm going to live in Dew Creek. Like, I'm going to live in that damn creek forever, trying to get Nubatamas. Like, I just don't get them. You have Moondew only? Good. I mean, I can never... Moondew is my hardest one to get. I got one last night, so that was actually pretty awesome. I'm just going to quickly pull up Tempest recipes just to talk about that, because we haven't really talked about Tempest, like, ever. So, Thunderquake Tempest. Apparently I can't type for shit. What the fuck? Thunder. You can do it, game. Why you know autofill Thunderquake Tempest? You a bitch. I bet it won't even search it because I searched lowercase. My wiki is like not working. What the fuck? It's not autofill. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. At least it didn't lose blueprints? Yeah, that'd be annoying. You don't want to stray off topic, but not dying from bullshit checking network is awesome. Yeah, it never happens, right? Like, it happens once in a thunderstorm of internet bullshit. Like, it doesn't happen. The game runs pretty smooth, right? Like, I played Xbox for a day, and that happened to me in, like, Byakko Cavern. Like, I was just using Misty Massacre and my game just fucking, like, hiccup and died. Like, I was like, oh, what the hell? It was weird. Anyway, so Tempest, I don't have any recipes to show you guys, but what Tempests need are Heavenly Marble, Earthen Marble, Turquoise Timber Seedlings, Horn Sculpture, Seeds of Calamity, Radiant Spine, Tea of Eternal Night, and Fallen Cross. Ultimately, Fallen Cross is arguably the hardest drop to get for a Tempest, in my opinion. Like, marbles are piss easy. I got 140 marbles and 2 boosts. Like, marbles, apart from Earthen marbles are a little hard, but Heavenly marbles aren't that bad. And, Seedlings are just seedlings. You could take a day and get 50 if you really wanted to. Horn Sculptures are going to suck because that's Blitz Tiamat, something that not many people run anyway. So Horn Sculpture, I think that's Blitz Tiamat. No, it's not. No. It's not. No, I'm stupid. I'm really just... Horn Sculpture is... What's his name? Eldritch Beast? I can't remember what Horn Sculpture is from. I can't. Because I never actually have one. Horned is... Okay, it's Eldritch. That's what I thought. Yeah. Then, is Radiant Spine Tiamat, or is that Abyss? I can't remember what Abyss gives you. Like, I legit don't remember. So what exactly is a Tempest? Is a Magatama. It's like the highest form of a 105. And it's like a Tempest gives you 120 skill force and then 50 more skill force when you're under half. So like 170 skill force under half, like 50 element to your main element, 30 to the other element, some negatives like extra attack, like 15 cooldown, lots of crit force. Like it's just like super hyped up thing. Hey Carolina, hello. So what are Abyss's drops? Are they even here? Do they even tell me? No? Why? This is so dumb. What level you gotta be? You gotta be... Oh, the Radiant Spine is Tiamat? Alright, thanks. You have to be level 128 to equip it, and then 130 to get some of the buffs. It's a 128 mag, I believe. It's either 128 or 127, I can't remember. I think it's 128. It is 128, so I need to level up like twice to use it, which wouldn't be that hard. What's harder is making it, to tell you the truth. But just to give you the rundown... Oh my god, okay, yeah. So it's 120 skill force, 50 skill force under half, like 50 to your main element, negative 30 to your main negative, plus 30 to your second main element, negative 20 to the other negative element, and then 30 crit force, which is huge, 15 cooldown, and then if you're level 130 or more, it gives you 2,500 attack. So that's a lot of attack. How the hell did I get up there? I jumped up. Like if you watch the stream later, you'll see me jump up. Like if you watched the video earlier. And these recipes drop from shooting doji in the purity space. They're not too bad to get, but they're dropping pretty common. Every couple boosts we see one of them drop. And you can also buy the recipe with medals. And here's the whole debate for that. So we asked our friends on PC if they ever bought the recipes with medals, and they said no, it's a waste. And I asked further about that, and Brody was like, and that's the guy Brody. That's a Yuchan. I don't know if you see him on Onikuru. Great guy. You know, watches videos and stuff. Like I talk to him every now and again. He told me like we didn't buy them with medals because we had trading, because it's so rare to get your actual Tempest recipe while you're farming it. You'll probably get somebody else's, and you could just give it to someone else. So with that logic, we're like, oh, okay, so it's not smart to buy them. But they have trading, so it made up for it. So on PS4, we thought about that, and we said, okay, so medals is still an option because we don't have trading. So we came to this conclusion of you need to farm purity space to get it, right? And you need to get your marbles there as well. So we told ourselves, well, what we're going to do is we boost and get our marbles and stuff. And if it so happens that we collect 600 marbles, you know, we fill the marble quota for all 3 Tempest before we get our recipe, then you use medals for the recipe. But if you get your recipe before you get all your marbles, then you just use your medals for fused. That's basically, it's like the safer sorry thing. It's like you save up money for it in case you don't get it. But if you do get it, then you just use your medals on fused. Exactly as Randall says. Exactly. So that's how we look at it. I don't know if people were on the fence about, do I buy the recipe, do I not buy the recipe? Because here's the other side. It's like, okay, so you buy the recipe, right? And it's like, okay, so I bought the recipe, I'm ready to farm Tempest, I'm going to pop my 300, I'm going to get all the marbles in the world, you do 4 runs, and you get your Tempest recipe, and you're just like, fuck! Because you just wasted, like, months worth of medals on a recipe you might get twice. Like, Rocky got his recipe first try, our friend Narao. Like, 4 runs on a 300, bam, he got his Tempest recipe. It's a 1% drop normally, and with a boost of a 400, it goes down to 5%, which is really friggin' big when you compare that to Lunar Spirit Seal and all that stuff, especially considering the dungeon takes us 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes to run tops. So it's not that bad. It's very, very easy. So getting the recipe, that's that whole big part of it. After that, everything else is just these annoying drops. Like Horn Sculpture, Eldritch Beast, that's kind of annoying. You need 50 of those, 150 of those. And Eldritch costs like what, 50 energy? So a lot of that to look forward to in your future. Seedlings are easy. Seeds of Calamity are going to suck a lot of male phalluses, because those things are hella hard to drop. Even if you do have the double drop chance with Logos, it's still kind of annoying. You don't want to run for your Tempest recipe? Oh, it's fun, man. It's a good time. If I run any Moon, probably. I don't know if I would or not. The Radiant Spine is Tiamat, which you're probably going to want some friends with some Darkness and Mountain to take him out. He's got a fuck ton of health and he's annoying. And then Tea of Eternal Night actually seems pretty good to get. No, we don't have reward yet. No, Jitsune, we do not. Either you'll get it and cry or you won't. Does recipe reduction affect Tempest? I think it does. Don't shoot me if I'm wrong, but I think recipe reduction does affect Tempest, because when I look on the wiki it says you need 150 marbles and then 100 earthen marbles. But if you look at our actual recipes, because some of us have gotten them and I've seen them, on our recipes it says we need 200 200 heavenly marbles and 150 earthen marbles. So I think that gets affected by recipe reduction. Just a little bit, but I don't know about the other stuff. Like, I'd have to look at the recipes again. Actually, give me a second, because I have a screenshot of the Tempest recipe on PS4. I'm gonna consult that, then I'm gonna come back to you. And no, we don't have reward up. That probably is coming soon. We don't have skill card 11, which is probably coming soon. Or not 11, sorry, skill card 10. I hope skill card 10 comes. Lots of stuff are coming. But just give me a sec to check the Tempest recipe on PS4. So, PS4 JP has reward up. That's interesting. Give me a lightning skill and I have negative light. Yeah, do it, man. You never know when you're going to need it. Anyway, like I was saying, I feel that Falling Cross is one of the harder ones to get, but at the same time, it doesn't take energy, so there's that argument. Like, I need one Falling Cross to make a Tempest, and then I'm going to need more for other weapons and stuff. But I mean, with Ifrit it's kind of easy now. You just gotta take like a week and farm like 300 fucking stones and you'll probably get some Falling Crosses, maybe like on a fever or something. Save up for that. But the thing taking 3 Falling Crosses, the Tea of Eternal Night is actually not that bad. Like, from what I've seen, my friend Icaros has been running Abyss Warding a lot, and he's been getting like he's got at least 5 Teas of Eternal Nights. Like, and he started it like this weekend. Like, he ran it a couple times on boost. He's got like one of them to drop. He's gotten like 2 or 3 from rewards. He got his weapon. He got an Abyss recipe. Like, that's pretty good stuff. But I won't be running anything until I meet my Fusion Bears, so that's probably not. Don't expect me to have any videos on that for a little while, especially with footage or anything. But yeah, so it's a mixture of things that take energy and a mixture of things that don't take energy. So, like, Tea of Eternal Night seems to drop fairly well, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Fallen Cross is going to be annoying. Radiant Spine is going to be annoying, and Seedling. I think Spine, Seedling, and Sculpture are all going to be butt fuck annoying. And Seedling's just a thing you do. And Fallen Cross is just going to be annoying. Like, it's a lot of annoying drops, but they're all completely doable. So that's what I want to say about Tempest. Now, what I really wanted to say was I wanted to tell people what mags they need for their class, just so people can have a frame of reference of what you're going to need. Because a lot of people are like, what mags do I need? And I get this question a lot. So, Spear, which I'm going to start with, if you're a Spear user, you're going to need Thunderquake Fused, Talonbreaker Fused, and Skyrending Fused. And now what that means for us is all these mags take Nubatama, so Dew Creek for life. You're gonna need like, you know, assuming you had none, you're gonna need like 9 Nubatamas. You're gonna need Neoterror. Well, not 9, but I'm assuming you want to make 3 Tempests, right? I'm coming from the perspective that I want to make 3 Tempests and like wear a Sparrow and not really ornament them that much and just go through the game. Like that's the plan we're kind of going for right there. Because, I mean, a lot of people do that with Fused anyway. They don't even ornament them, and they just go with it. Some people say 2 Tempest, 1 105, or 1 Fused, or whatever. Some people do that. Lots of different combinations, but in my perspective, I want to make 3, and then from that point, I can do what I want with them. If I want to wear 3, I'll wear 3. If I want to put something else on, I'll put something else on. You know? But that's the angle I'm coming from. So... But just to make 1 Tempest, you're going to need, you know, for Spear, you're going to need Nubatamas and Akatsukiyamis and at least like 1 Neoterro. Like, you're going to need Neoterros for the sword one, and Talonbreaker and Thunderquake are both the same. They're both the same. It's so annoying that they're both the same. So lots of Lacus and Dew for me. Like, if you're Spear, you just need Lacus and Dew for Nubatama, Neoterro, Katsukiyami. All the annoying ones. So I'm trying to find out what the others need. So let me just pull those all up real quick. Sky Rending, Tempest. Okay. What other ones are there? Talonbreaker. Brevetsu. This is almost turning into like a separate Tempest video. I mean, we're talking about easy artisans and stuff, and that's true, but this is all related to certain things, and might as well just talk about it all now, because why not? Man, I don't even know what all the classes are called. Wicked Wolf? I think, yeah. Wicked Wolf. What else is there? Crucifix? I don't know who's making that, but go for it. How come I can't spell Crucifix? Okay. Attack Star. Attack Star. Come on, why won't you autofill? You being a hoe. Is Attack Star 1 word? No. That was weird. What else is there? Attack Star, Dancing Water. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's all of them. So going to Skyrending. So for sword users, you're going to need a Skyrending fused, a Dancing Water fused, and a Thunderquake fused. That's a J Fear. You'd rather skill farm than not get my recipe? I mean, you could skill farm in the dungeon. Go for it. So sword needs those 3. Wand needs Talonbreaker, sword. You need Talonbreaker, Skyrending, and Twin Sword, Dancing Water. Axe needs obviously Axe, Attack Star, and Staff. So for Axe users, you basically just farm Dew Creek for your fused recipes, and then you're gonna need like a lot of Neoterros and stuff. Wicked Wolf, Odachi users are going to need their Wicked Wolf, the Axe fuse, and the Attack Star fuse. Odachi's kind of got it pretty bad, I'd want to say. Not that bad, but not too bad. Crucifix is going to need, so Staff needs their own, Thunderquake, and Dancing Water. Okay. Bow, Attack Star needs, they need Bow, Wicked Wolf, and Crucifix. So both those fuse recipes both drop in Dew. So, and the Bow's got it really good because their mags drop in Kaguya's home, and so does the Wicked Wolf. And Eva actually got the Wicked Wolf the other day, so she's a Bow. That's really good for her. I think she's got all her recipes done. I still need the Skyrending recipe, so I'm gonna go farm for that someday in my life, or just use metals for all of them. It's really up to me or not. And then Dancing Water Tempest requires the Dancing Water, Thunderquake, and Talonbreaker. And that's not too bad because that means they just farm a lot of Palace and Duke and Lacus and they'll get their recipes no problem. So, I mean, if you're really interested in Tempest and you're curious about it, just like look it up and, you know, take a note of which ones you need. Because it's all on the wiki now, so that's great. You'll bet you'll get a Neo before a Cero. I did yesterday. I didn't get any Ceros when I was farming, too. Like, man, I don't know why I can't get a Cygnus and you can't get a Cero. Like, oh, it's annoying. Like, we need a Fever. We haven't had a Fever in over a month. Like, we've gone a whole update without a Fever. Like, I've never had that happen. Like, that's, well, I mean, it's not never, but it's rare. Like, where's all the Fevers at? What mag from Lacus gives Fox Charms? Heavenly Wolf and Ravaging Wolf. Break those down and you can probably get them. But yeah, that's kind of annoying. Like, I wonder what they're waiting for Fever. Like, used to be we got an update, we had Fever like that weekend, and we haven't had a Fever in forever. Like, if we had a Fever, I would be like, I don't even know what we'd be running some purity fucking space. You got 12 300 boosts, and that won't get one fused material? Wow. A lot of people are having problems with them lately, but you just gotta do it. Trying to think. So, well, that's great, Mario. So let's recap everything said in this video real quick. So easy artisan method might go away. So easy artisans could be leaving. Oda and Ivus coming next. Reward up might come next. Skill card 10 might come next. That's gonna have like Lance of Flame 7. You know, the fire bow attack. I can't remember what it's called, but all the new skills in their rank 7 form should be coming on a skill card. Reward up. Lots of things like that. Oda. Recipe reduction. That's the big thing. You're getting a little too intense there, Mario. Tone it down, or I'll have to take some action. And yeah, recipe reduction. So if we get recipe reduction, reward up, this game's going to be great. That means we'll be getting a lot of Hellhorns and just beautiful things and all that stuff. It's going to be awesome. Going to be a great time. My throat's a little parched, and I feel like I've said all I really had to say about this. So, basically, the main thing is, if you want the easy artisans, like, throw some money in the game and just buy them now. Because you don't know if you're going to be able to a month from now, and if you really need those artisans, now's the time. Make sure you do your Point Daruma, get those skill cards, trade them in now. You know, be ahead of the game. You know, you want to have a lot. You want to do it before it's too late. You don't want to be like one of those guys in the Rift complaining about it all day because they knew about it for months before and they didn't do anything about it. You don't want to be that guy. Don't be that guy. You want to be the guy that's like, oh yeah, I got like 50 friggin' artisans right before. Like, yeah, like, goddamn, what would that cost? 50 artisans would cost you like $25. Not even. So, That said, though, I think I'm going to call the video here, end it now. And you're going to make a rhyme sword and use skill card 10 on it because I would be a waste. Maybe. Hey, Caro. But like I said, I pretty much said everything I had to say. If you guys enjoyed the video just talking about stuff and me really rambling, then, you know, great, leave a like. If you really don't like me just talking about everything in like one little video, you know, tell me and I'll start doing like more concentrated videos. So like one specifically on this, specifically on Tempest, and there will be Tempest videos in the future where we discuss builds, like how we can build using Tempest, how we can build using Fuse. I still haven't done all the build videos and I apologize for that. I never really do it, but you know, expect more of those in the future. Expect Fusion Bear oriented builds expect builds using Ibis's mags, talking about all these different avenues we haven't really explored. Will I come back online? I don't know. I'm probably just gonna run like... I'm probably just gonna run Kentucky for a while, then get off before login, tell you the truth. But that said, yeah, I've said enough. My throat is feeling the effects of talking for 45 minutes. You know, leave some commentary if you like this style of just ramble about everything. If you want more concrete videos where it's each topic as it is, you know, let me know. But as for right now, I'm gonna get off and go drink something, maybe have some lunch, and then run me some Kentucky. So for those who watch this whole time, thanks. For those, you know, see it later, nice to watch it. And as always, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching the channel. Hope you guys have the best RNG, and I will see you guys later. Bye.